Yan, and do I call you Tian or Tian Yue? Which one do you
Tian is
prefer? All
Tian
right,
is good.
Tian.
It's short.
So yeah,
Well,
welcome our beloved co-founder Yan and our PM Tian. Everyone, give them a warm round of applause. Give them a warm round of applause. How's your day? How's your day been, Tian and Yan?
Same old. I mean, do my daily work, and I've been working with TM for the past how long for? Over a month, I
yeah.
think so, or 2 months maybe. We are looking at making more a fun place, right? So that's really our objective, right? So a fun place for trader and creators. So we're gonna talk about what we learned and potentially what we're gonna do.
Ooh, that's a lot to cover.
Mm.
That's great. That's great. That's great. All right, Tian, anything else you'd like to go through? Otherwise, we can get this started.
Yeah, it's all good on me. It's a little bit rainy outside, but staying at home and
Ooh,
warm to hear the
damn, it's
raindrop.
actually quite bright outside for me.
Uh,
I'm checking it. I'm checking it immediately. Yeah, wow. That's interesting. Yeah, hope everything is fine for you.
mhm.
And yeah, let's get started with a quick recap on what's been happening in August. So a lot has happened in August. We'll start off with, say, the raffles. That's happened. We actually did 3 raffles, which is quite amazing for August. We started off the month with the Mixed Mob raffle. So 25 mixed masks and 50 mixed spot allow lists were raffled out. We got over hundreds of participants, as well as nearly 160K GMT locked. So congrats everyone who won in that raffle. And great to see that we're having a lot of new projects joining into the raffle to give some more benefits for everyone who's using Mooar. We also got a POG raffle that's recently ended. There were only 5 boxes that were raffled out, but these were very special because these included both digital and physical items. So whoever won those, congrats. And they are quite special because their prizes are quite different from what we've been raffling out, because previously we've raffled out mainly NFTs, mainly digital items. And this one's quite unique. And we had nearly 150K GMT locked for this raffle as well. And last but not least, we had a huge announcement recently for the Step In, Pleaser DAO, and Own the Doge raffle. We had a whopping 50 Genesis sneakers prepared for this. So if you haven't already, make sure you participate in this raffle for a chance to win a Genesis sneaker for this collaboration. It's definitely one of the larger collaborations we've done on Mooar. And good luck to everyone. So, on to an even larger collaboration we've done at the start of the month and still ongoing. Jan, dude, let us know about what's been happening with.
Sure. So we did the step in with Player DAO and also the collaborations with the Own the Dodge raffle. So that has been working for for how long? Like almost a year or something, right? So it's been like for ages. And now we can now get the raffle undergone. Yeah, it's been on the talk for quite a bit of time. So yeah, we are quite happy, actually very happy for this one to come in fruition. Mm-hmm. And for this, we are raffling away 50 Genesis sneakers. the crux. And they will also be, I think, one of the largest collaboration ever we done for more raffles. So very exciting.
Crazy. And we also had another collaboration with Drip. So Jan, do let us know a bit more about what's happened for Drip as well.
So yes, so I think we took the opportunity of the Drip collaboration and launched our more mascot NFTs. And I think from the statistics now, it become the top traded collection on Solana for the week. And it is also the first large-scale reward program for all Mooar supporters. And for all users who participate were eligible for an exclusive STEPN background in STEPN. I somewhat didn't get it, so I have to somewhat, do a lot of trading to get enough achievement point to buy it. But actually, I got the the NFTs. And more box reward give user either a 10 GMT or more in prizes. So I think one thing that we need to emphasize is that we want to have all the more boxes with a positive EV, which is expected value. So the overall reward has to be in the plus. So and also we have look into this, which we can discuss more about going forward down the track.
That's awesome. Anything else we've done with Drip? Because we did do a huge box reward, as you mentioned. But on top of that, we also did even more stuff with Drip, actually. This was quite insane for the collaboration.
Yeah, I think we actually find is quite a cool mechanics with what Drip have done. We have this Finding Satoshi Drip collectible NFTs, basically featuring weekly tasks on ZD and free drops on Drip every week. They are also, yes, of course, tradable on Mooar. Taylor, anything to add with the Drip collaboration take number 2?
Yeah, I think it's very exciting that with the first round, the Drip showcase, we have gained a lot of new attentions and massive new users are coming to Mooar. And that's their first time coming to Mooar, first time trying to do something with GMT, first time earning the gifts from Mooar. And what we want to do after that is we have the weekly drop, and we are giving out small tasks, fun games, or just some general small tasks to let all these people kind of experience the different sides of Mooar, like not only trading but also creating and GNT. So I think it's we gain a lot of traction in this event, and hopefully we can reuse, and we will reuse these similar mechanics to kind of help the platform to grow. And we can talk about it later for other boxes, right?
They have all the teasers.
I mean, I guess out of curiosity, right? So I was traveling for the past 2 months. Did Jerry do a lot of teasers? Mm-hmm. I mean, now I come back, I can actually doing the AMAs. So trying to make some
he did tease quite a lot as well.
Okay,
but he did it afterwards. So you guys
okay.
Spreading all the FOMO right at the start.
Jared's right back,
which is lovely. Yes, this is actual an actual teaser. Y'all should stay until we talk about this stuff. That's great. That's great.
Straightforward.
And yeah, for sure. And I think on top of the boxes we gave initially, we also gave a special surprise for everyone. If Jan or Tian, you want to cover that too.
Yes. So a second set of box were delivered to all the users that have opened the Mooar box on the 20th of August. and which is the reason that we didn't fully deliver the OG or the Genesis sneakers, of which we have the second batch of the boxes. So all remaining sneakers that were not open in the original box, then we include that in the second batch of the boxes, allowing all users to have another chance basically to win the sneakers. So the event ends with 2 Genesis, 3 OG, and 18 common sneakers remaining. So therefore, this reward will be allocated for the future. Tammy, anything to add?
Right. We call it encore or bonus round. Giving out these, because some people, but I don't know, they just maybe have too many boxes and or a period of time, and some people just forget to come, and we just want to make sure that all the gifts are giving out. And we're thinking, should we give a second round of bonus boxes? But I think probably we should, we don't play the same game for too many times, so there are plenty of chances to give out the rest of the gifts. So we will definitely send out everything with nothing holding back.
That's great. Yeah, we definitely did quite an extensive collaboration with Drip, and for all our users on Mooar, hope everyone enjoyed this experience as well, because this is the first time we've done this, and definitely a lot of new technical explorations, and hopefully everyone enjoyed this experience as well, simply because there was nothing to lose. You use 10 GMT to open the box, but within the box, the value was always either break even or over it. So, and on top of that, we still had gifts left over, as mentioned just now. So, stay tuned for that, because in some future day, you'll see that coming back as new rewards for perhaps something else. So yeah, thanks for covering the events that's been happening in August. Let's also go through, I guess, some more technical updates that we've done in August that's been happening on Mooar. So I think the first one is that we have expanded the selection limit for GMT. Previously, it was only limited to 100, and we've adjusted that to have more than 100 images that you can go on to select. We've also adjusted the GMT credits, where all users will now receive 20 daily credits, and VIP users now receive 100 credit boost monthly. Also wanted to remind everyone who are subscribed annually for a VIP, please do submit a ticket so we can arrange future plans with you separately. A lot of people have already submitted tickets, so just a kind reminder for everyone who's subscribed annually. And we've also had a Fairmint collection, a lot of Fairmint collections returned to everyone that were under 100 items. You should have received an email for this, where all the submissions would have been returned to you as a draft. So you could keep on editing it and resubmit it after you've adjusted the collection to be over 300 items, and if you want to make any further improvements on the collection as well. And on top of that, Tian did a large improvement for the website for creators. So a lot of small and large changes were catered towards creators for the month. So hopefully everyone enjoyed this, and we hope to deliver more of this as well. Anything to add on top of that, Tian and Yon?
And that's pretty comprehensive.
Yep. And we just
Awesome.
adding small details gradually, and also matching, because I know like our mobile experience is slightly behind compared to the web, so we will just gradually adding everything from the mobile and to match the two sides.
Mm-hmm. For sure. All right, so let's hop on to the juice. We have some upcoming updates that's expected to come onto Mooar. This is a lot to take in, so everyone sit back and listen carefully, or you can wait for the recap if you'd like to. But first off, perhaps Jan, if you'd like to go through any updates for Polygon. We've been teasing this for quite a while already. So what's the latest news about this?
I think it's sort of our custom that not to give a particular date, but we'll say that Polygon will be live very soon. Currently, it's under internal testing, and once we are happy and all the partners are ready to go, then we can put out the announcement. By default, right? If you are previously have linked your ETH wallet, you will be the same address. So simply you can change the network, and you will be able to access the Polygon seamlessly. And so following will be available for Polygon, right? When we make the Polygon available, right? So one is the Polygon GMT are going to be ready. So those people that can use the integrated door to buy the Matic GMT, or you can use Binance to swap. Also, we have curated a top 50 collections on Polygon, and that will be immediately tradable for the marketplace. And
awesome.
So this will be, yes.
Oh, please continue.
Those will be the first phase, and in the second phase, which will be, let's say, week or weeks later, we will make the Fairmint and the GNT available on Polygon, where people can start minting NFT collections. And also, we will have our first raffle mint on Polygon as well. So those are coming up shortly after we roll out the phase one. And also, so that's the two phases with Polygon.
That's great. That's great.
Would there be some sneakers in the first Polygon raffle?
Sneakers. We'll see. Let's see.
Yeah, and I know a lot of our users right now are more familiar with Solana, but when Polygon launch, it will be basically the experience will be very simple, because probably already a lot of you already know, but as long as you have an Ethereum wallet, you will automatically have a Polygon wallet as well. They will share the same address. And so on the website, we will use a very simple toggle that you can swap around. So you don't need to do anything extra. Very easy to start your Polygon experience on Mooar.
Awesome. Very user-friendly, keeping it simple and easy to navigate on Mooar. Definitely something we've been aiming to do. And thank you, Tian, for all the work put into that too. So yeah, let's anything else for Polygon, or are we good with what we can talk about?
I think we are good, right?
Yep. Polygon is
all right. So
nice.
Awesome. All right. So for the next part, we have a new Fairmint submission process update for this one. So I think we've teased it to a lot of creators already. So I'll go through this, and Tian, you can add in anything that comes in mind.
Sure.
But we will have a new process because previously for Ferment submissions, you had to submit it and it goes on chain immediately. This makes it so that it's very hard to revert any possible changes, to go back to editing. So what we've done and what we will be doing is there will be no more automatic mints 7 days after the rejection. Instead, if your Ferment submission does get rejected, it will be sent back to your drafts. So this will not be on chain, and you will be able to improve on your creations. Secondly, if you do get approved, you will be assigned a date to mint for the mint day. And with that, you will have to deploy on chain to confirm that you will be launching on that day. If you do not confirm and you do not deploy the collection, you will be replaced, and obviously your mint date will be progressively delayed as well. And hopefully with this change, it will be a bit more flexible for all our creators and also very user-friendly, as we have a lot of flexibility for you to make further changes, to not go on chain, and we can also help revert any changes or any mistakes done. So yeah, hopefully that's a good change, and it's coming very soon as well. Anything else to add, Ken?
I think you mostly talked about everything, but I think like generally we understand that the creating process is never like a one-off creation. It's usually like you need to do a lot of iterations, change, continue improving, test out, right? So we think like if you didn't get selected and then you automatically mint, probably that's not the the ideal result that you want to share with your community. So I think we just want to send it back and for creators to continue their creativities and just continue trying, playing with it and do something better, improve and resubmit. And I think because we have these new mechanics, so that means when you submit for the first time, the thing is not on chain. It's kind of you just submit it to us, and we say, okay, you can launch it on Ferment, or you need to do some other changes. So that means either you select it or not, you will need finally to deploy on chain after the result comes out. So that's the only change. And hope that have a better experience for our creators.
All right. That's great. That's great. And glad to see that we're also improving on this, because a lot of creator feedback. A lot of people have been, we have been improving our communication. So we've been talking to a lot of creators, interacting with everyone. So hopefully, this gets better. We're also doing everything we can to support everyone's creations and our best support. So thanks for that. And for the next thing, I know it's a little bit too much of a teaser that I can talk about, but let's hop into something more general where, what do you guys think about the current view in, the NFT market conditions? Because there's a lot to talk about this, but I understand that we're also trying to do something about it. So perhaps, Jan, if you'd like to start sharing a bit more insights on this one.
Sure. So we've seen the craze of NFT from 2021 all the way to the current status, where we see there's little excitement, there's little energy, a lot of zero sum vibe going to this place, especially I think to do with a lot of the blue chips NFT and the communities. I mean, this is not something that is new. When we're looking at the last cycle, it's pretty much the same thing. And this actually reminded me of what did the whole community done in the last cycle, right? So we practically have to just jump out from this cycle, say, okay, let's just build something exciting. Because so if you're looking at any of the, there's basically called endgame theory, right? So you're looking at, let's say, take an example, the CD players, right? Nobody uses CD players now. But what is the end game for all the CD players? Is that when the industry going to a decline, either you need to revitalize it, or you just need to win this zero-sum game by providing the cheapest product, right? Which is the gameplay for Sony. But looking at a bigger picture, right? So we need to somewhat revitalize NFT market, right? And I think that has to start from the NFT itself. So we really need to jump out from this, PIP type of NFTs, limited number, 10K collections, 3K collection, that type of thing. So on the same level, we're looking at NFT market. So we've seen, Blur, Looks Rare, XY2, so they are, I would say the model works, right? So at least the bootstrapping model works by giving away the token to incentivize people. By incentivize people, you get the liquidity. By get the liquidity, NFT prices, now they've been criticizing that, they crashed the NFT marketplace. I mean, again, you're looking at, the metallic theory of token velocity. The more frequent you're trading a token, doesn't matter the fungible token or NFT, you will, the higher the frequency, the most likely the value will be near to the true value of that product. And being an illiquid asset, if you increase the liquidity, no doubt that the price is going to go down, if we're looking at the formula, right? So, but we cannot deny that the model works. I think this is also tied back to if we're jumping out from this NFT market, we're looking at the whole crypto market or Web3 market, right? So people say, X to earn, this and that. But X to earn is actually a very excellent user bootstrapping strategy. And same with, Blur, we can call them like a trade to earn, right? So it's practically the same thing. You get attention, you get the user. I think there's something that we can learn from them, right? So there's certainly a lot of things that we can refer to, but for any of the new things we can make to starting the next cycle to revitalize the whole market or the concept, we need to, I think, do better, basically to improve on the model that we see work in the past, and also to improvise, right? So I think that's certainly some of the observations we've done for the past few months.
Interesting. And in general, since that's like a more general view of the market. So if we sort of narrow it down, what do you think of NFTs specifically? Because there's a lot of the market condition, we can't really change anything about it. We can't really change everyone's perspective about the NFT market condition. But specifically, what do you think NFTs as a whole, or anything specific about NFTs? What's your point of view on this, either Tian or Yon, if you'd like to answer this.
Yeah, I think I can jump in on this. I think NFT is start in the beginning. People use it as identity, and or we have these like image art NFT, which like it's basically fan based projects, and growing. There are the next generation like Stepan. We have the utilities. Move to earn, play to earn type of utility in NFTs, and it seems kind of stuck in some stage. But I think in the current market, it seems like, for example, Blur, they treat NFT sort of very similar to FT. So to my understanding, for example, Blur is they basically make a Binance version of OpenSea. I don't know if that sounds clear or not, but just using the Binance type of logic to combine Binance with OpenSea, I would say, and I think it's nothing wrong about it. It's very financial, and financial. It's the nature of Web3 or blockchain. But I think for more, for sure, we want to have some because for Web3 projects, will be like rewarding financial rewardings, incentives. We'll have some part of that, but we want to focus more on the fun experience. So that's why we launched GNT, Fairmints, and some future bigger plans that we're planning. It's all like targeted towards like a fun trading and creating process experience. So, and I think it's very exciting to see, like recently we have more and more creative projects on Fairmint. We have people playing different types of giving outs. We have some really nice collections. I like, for example, I really love the Alice collection earlier, launched on Fairmint, and the card collection, and everything. It's just making the engagement of the community and just the general experience is very fun. So I think definitely with more and more people started to create and started to use, and it will have some interesting things in the future that probably we cannot imagine at the current stage.
I think
It's great.
I want to chip in here just to carry on what Tian have said. I mean, it's actually quite fascinating for us to see that all the Fairmint creators are trying to create utility or to have some perk for the NFT holders. And I mean, rightly that this is more like a mutual thing for the NFT holder and the creators. I think one of the biggest topic or I think argument at the moment in the NFT space is how we're going to deal with the royalty fee, right? Certainly now is more of a trader market, right? So the creator get slaughtered, on the royalty fee, and we see what the announcement from OpenSea. But I think here is where I think the mutual respect lays, right? So the royalty is not some sort of a birthright, right? So we've been looking at all these like old movie, talk about the medieval age, the feudalism, the feudal lord. They'll say, "Oh, this is my birthright. I'm entitled for this." It's not an entitlement, right? The creator have to earn it, and they have to have some sort of respect and mutual connection or rapport built by the NFT holder and the creator. So I think the whole thing has went a bit too much in the past. I think a lot of the creators are taken for granted. We also have seen what happened with a bit of the issue in the Azukis. So I think now we are gradually leaning back to more of an equilibrium. The creator actually need to think, okay, what I need to create. Maybe not, I might take a few collections to master my skill or a way of incentivize the holders. So I don't think we need to have a lot of demand. Say, oh, you create this collection, you have to do this and that. Right? Sometimes I think creator is still also learning. We need to have this space and some of the patience is there. On the eco side, also thinking about how we can, as a creator, to make NFT a valuable asset, right? So the key, I think, the key differences with NFT and fungible token is about the emotional side. It's like almost like a real estate or a collectible or the physical thing we can find. It has emotion value. We really need to utilize that.
Right. Yeah, I think royalty fee is really sensitive at this stage, and yeah, I agree. As you said, it's not a birthright. I think creators' effort will always need to be like we should thank for creators, no matter which type, NFT creators or creators on YouTube, on Twitch or whatever. They're all worth of rewarding. But as you said, maybe it's not like something that taken for granted, and you just make an image and you don't need to do anything more, right? So for creators, if you keep engaging, I think this is just very general talk. Like you're keeping out good, keep providing good content, and it's definitely like worth the rewarding, or how do I say? Yeah, it's definitely has the right to be rewarded. Maybe, yeah. Go ahead.
This is the thing that when the another contributing factor for this is that the royalty fee cannot be enforced on the contract level. I think at least for some of the chains. So and when this cannot be enforced, we're always going to see corner has been cut, right? So I think me and Tian have discussed this quite a bit of time, and I think this is go back to what I said, right? So we need to be really, really looking into either a new way or innovative way of not enforcing royalty, but find something new. Because I think royalty, like this is the thing that with NFT, right? So we release NFT with this trait or characteristics on different body part as a representation of the rarity, and we define like 10K, 3K collections, and we define the royalty fee. I mean, those since when they become a universal rule, right? So some of this has to be revisited and revised, and even maybe replaced with a better mechanic. This is what I was talking about, is that for this NFT space to thrive, we really need to probably start looking of a new paradigm or new standard. So the creator royalty could be in different forms. It could be enforced in different forms. I think that is, I think, more like a food for thought for us and also for the industry. How can we make a better system for creator, let's say, incentivization, right? So we don't even call it royalty. I think royalty now it become optional. I don't think it's going to come back. Right. So we can always find something else to give to the creator.
Yeah, there is. So we keep this opinion that creator needs to be rewarded. But also the current situation for royalty fee, I think, as Yang mentioned, it's sort of by natural selection or by natural market situation that makes a lot of, not saying like Blur or OpenSea they want to remove the royalty fee, but also it's kind of a passive selection or passive choices because of the market situation. But we believe there are other ways rather than royalty fee to reward our creators. And I think we hold that opinion that creator needs to be rewarded. So that's I guess what we want to test and play with to be creative on more in the future.
Mm.
Cool.
Awesome. Great discussions. I also feel like, you know, it's such a weird, I don't even want to say quick because it's not really quick, but it's such a weird change in trends and a change in perspective for a lot of people. And whether it be trading NFTs, even in the current crypto market, right? And I feel like it's really important for anything to adapt, whether it be as a user, as a trader, or as the platform and the owners, right? It's really important for everyone in the space to really adapt to what the current, what the current standing is for most people. And I'm sure, well, I can say this for sure, right? Because I know what's happening behind the scenes, but I'm sure that more is definitely leading this trend, and a lot of effort, countless effort, is put into refining everything on the platform. And I really want to take a moment to talk about this because a lot of people may not seem to see this on just on the surface, but Tian, Yon, Jerry, everyone in the Mooar team, we have countless discussions over what we can provide for everyone using Mooar and what improvements we like to push out. And I really want to make sure that everyone knows this because we're putting a lot of effort to create something special, unique, innovative, and well-rounded for everyone who's using Mooar. So just a small comment on my end that I like to talk about. But I'm sure there's more that we can talk about as well, because there are a few more points that we probably want to cover. So Jan, if you want to take it away.
Sure. So I think just one thing, be aware of the time, but just one thing I need to point out that I think one thing that we did quite well with Stepan and down the track at Zero is the gamification side. And also, I think we also discussed this like a game-like, right? So not really a game, but have some game or gamification element. So again, we're actually back to our old trade of doing what we're good at, of really brainstorming of can we do, really this is the slogan of Mooar, is to make make a fun marketplace for creators and for the traders. So how we define fun? We have a lot of ideas actually. So we actually have designed a few things going to be rolled out. We don't have the timeline, but we actually are just finalizing the ideas. I hope that people in a few months, hopefully, that can actually have fun on Mooar.
Awesome.
Most fun part is getting reward, and I think that's what we're gonna do. Fun reward.
Great. Yeah, but to make it fun, to make it engaging and interesting, first thing first is we have to break something, right? So we have to really, like you do in the renovations, we have to actually knock down a few walls. So there will be changes, there will be revamping, there will be a lot of, I think, on the back end and for us, right, back and forth. But
Yes.
we will make some changes, some big changes, and we will actually make the announcement and do the white paper in the following month. Yes, month.
Great, lovely to hear. Let's if there's nothing else, let's just cut it off here because we still want to leave some time for answering questions. So, any last comments for the upcoming updates for more?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no, maybe. Tian?
Yeah. So I'll start and probably add more details. So we'll be starting soon to have like a huge loyalty program for all more users, and we will have a new, more level system and rewarding system, and yeah, probably I think Yang can speak more about that.
Oh, that's alpha. I didn't expect that.
Oh shoot! You dropped the ball.
Drop the bomb.
Yes. So we actually worked this backward, right? So we actually worked out the product feature, what we're gonna do, and then work this backward of what changes we need to make. And obviously, that's one thing that we need to make is to do a bit of revamping on the VIP system, and also the more of a improvement on the level reward system. Because we did talk about reward system in the current white paper, but we didn't release the reward system. But with the upcoming changes, there will be a reward system implemented and associated with the level. That is the things we are working on at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, that Tian probably can also explain the mobile end update.
Cool. So we will have some more mobile experience as we talked about to catching up with the web experience. So basically, what we're working on right now is the bulk listing and sweeping tools, etc., and also kind of rearrange the profile, the profile page for the items that you own, the items that you created. So basically, just make the trading experience more smooth and more powerful on mobile. Yeah, I think the first step is to improve on trading experience, and for sure we have heard a lot of people mentioning about creator experience on mobile. I think that is definitely on our roadmap, and we will be dealing with trading at the beginning, and creator mobile or even creator app. We're still thinking about it, planning about it. Will be coming soon. Yeah, lots of improvement will be pushed
Awesome.
like coming months. Stay tuned for that.
Awesome. And long due finding Satoshi Zeely Questboard code for everyone. It will be our more mascot app's name that we decided on Twitter. Moriarty. Moriarty. Yeah. Sorry.
I proposed Morty, but I didn't win.
Oh, yeah. You proposed Morty.
Yeah. And Rick and Morty, right?
Rick and Morty.
Oh, that's catchy.
All right, so I posted it in chat as well. So for anyone who is participating in the Zeely Questboard, do use this secret code. All right, let's hop into the questions. We have 10 minutes, so let's try to wrap this up, I guess, straight and directly. First question came from Twitter by Vito. Just make it easier, by Vito. So their question is, I noticed that the daily quiz is gone, and what ways can we level up our account in the future, just in general?
Okay. I think the hint really is on the trading. Again, we see more other trading platform. The only way that to get perk is really through trading. And also we're looking at in the process of revamping. We're looking at more. We basically just need to declutter, right? Remove things that we feel unnecessary and make the whole system simpler. All the trading still reward you with a point for leveling for now.
Gotcha. And for our next question by OZNFT, what are the plans for creators minting out projects for the marketing and awareness for said creators? Also, keep up the great work. Thanks for that. Perhaps I can talk a bit about this. So we've been actively working with creators, ever more so recently, because we have opened up a Twitter group with Fairman creators for any sort of discussions, a direct line for everyone to talk with us, right? And we've also been retweeting announcements from Fairman approved collections by these creators. On top of that, we're also open to all sorts of collaborations. If any of you would like to collaborate, so feel free to reach out. I'm always available via here on Discord and also on Twitter. Or you can call it X, right? But anyways, so yeah, feel free to reach out if you want to expand on any sort of collaborations. So our next question, what's the reasoning behind the removal of credits for using GNT tools, and what alternative mechanisms are being considered? For Jan or Tian.
I think we are reducing, not removing, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's reducing.
So we're reducing the credit, but you know that you've been running a lot of Discord activities, like giving away credit. So
Discord and Twitter.
I think there's always of course, yes. So I think there's always way that you can gain credit by just participating the event, and basically we're looking at the backend. We say, okay, we're fine tuning this from the backend data. So this is a part of the next phase for Mooar, right? So the new Mooar, new Mooar reality, we're gonna release hopefully very soon.
Awesome. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, GNT has always been a tool in beta, or even I think even in alpha. So we started off with 5 daily credits per user and 25 daily for VIPs, and we tune it up later to 20 and 100 respectively. But it's all like daily expired credits, meaning that if you don't use it, it will get expired the other day. So there is a lot of credits that are unused. I guess we are kind of changing it into a permanent 100 credits for VIPs, and still keep the 25 for all the users, or 20 for all the users. If you have noticed that in the trip events, we have the credit package as the gift. And there will be more, and quite often in more events in the future, on Twitter or Discord events
Yeah,
that
for
would have
sure.
like discounted credits to give, like you basically users can win credits, and there are also many chances for people to buy discounted credits. So yeah, I think if we say the first step is an alpha and right now it is a beta, we will not saying everything is settled. So we will see, keep communicating with the community and do whatever our creator wants the most.
Awesome. Next question: is it possible to increase the resolution of images generated by GNT?
Actually, I discussed this last week with the dev team. So it is possible, but we're looking at an exponential increase in the cost of doing the AI generations. So I think this is the thing that we have to do the priority thing first. So certainly this is doable, and certainly that we can look into this if we need to create like a additional cost for like a high D image. But again, this is probably not the top priority item we're gonna do. But
For sure.
we actually can do it. Yeah, down the track.
Gotcha. Next question. Hi. Would you think it's possible that Mooar will eventually develop into NFT trading features such as lending?
Wow. I mean, if Jerry's here, he'll just go blast the idea on lendings, or like any, I think financialization on NFTs, right? So anything that actually increases liquidity, on a good time, the price will shoot up, but in a bad time, it's really just gonna crash. So I think we prefer not to do it, mainly because this is no fun. And also it's no fun when you get liquidated. So we again focusing on the fun things, right? So we probably gonna do some sort of an aggregator down the track. But
Okay.
too much financialization, while I think certainly it makes sense to do it, let's say in the bull market where everybody will stake their NFT, cash out, improve their life. That's certainly we've seen when people are doing that for Bitcoins, years and years ago. So, but when it comes to the bear market, it will be a bit of trouble. So, I think we will skip on that idea for now.
Gotcha. Understandable. Definitely understandable. And I'm just going to speed through this so we don't overrun by too much. Yeah. So perhaps last question or two. By Gregoris. Is Mooar planning for any other activities for holders? And is there any extra updates for Fairmint creators to encourage them or reward them? Perhaps I can answer this one because we have a lot of events, especially in both Discord and Twitter. Specifically for Discord, we have Fairmint Fridays. We're going to reopen Fairmint Fridays. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with it already. And with that, every week, holders of Fairmint collections can verify their wallet in the Discord, receive a special role, and also participate in a special raffle specifically for Fairmint collection holders of that week. So we're going to reactivate that, and hopefully that encourages everyone to create more and to be approved onto Fairmints. On that note, we probably want to wrap it up as we've reached the hour mark. And yeah, anything else, Tian or Jan, you'd like to add on top?
I think we've done good, hopefully in-depth discussion, and also share a bit of light of what we're going to do with more entering phase 3. So certainly exciting. We have a few things that already consolidated, and also a few things we are discussing, especially with Creator. So certainly looking forward. And also, I think I'll start traveling again next month. So see if I can attend the AMA for next month.
All right. We hope you do. We definitely hope we do. Thanks for joining this month's AMA though. And
Yes.
Thank you, Tian, for joining us again, actually. So yeah, thank you everyone in the audience as well. Thanks for participating in the AMA. And we hope to see you again next month for the AMA next month. And thank you everyone for joining. Have a great day. And we'll talk again soon.
So guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.